they carried me away from the Stone of Power. Everything felt like a strange dream. I couldn't open my eyes or move, but I heard everything around me. The healer said that the Stone of Power had never reacted like that before. Someone noticed that I was still breathing. They examined me again and again. They checked my magical reserve, but the result was always the same. 0. The healers couldn't believe it. They said I had no gift. No one understood what had happened. Then everything disappeared. For several days, I simply slept. Sometimes I heard my mother crying. Sometimes I heard my father's voice. They barely left my bedside. They took care of me the entire time. One day, I finally opened my eyes. The first thing I saw was my parents. My mother asked how I was feeling. I said my head hurt a little. She smiled and said it was normal. Then I asked if I was dying. My parents looked at each other. My father smiled and said no. A few days later, I felt much better. During dinner, I finally asked if I really had lost my gift. My mother said not everyone becomes great because of magic. My father added that some people become great because of who they are. Then they promised they would always be there for me. After dinner, my father carried me back to bed. That night, I suddenly woke up. The room was dark, but I felt someone watching me. I called out several times. There was no answer. Then a voice came from the darkness. Soon a small shadowy creature stepped out from the corner. I asked who it was. Instead of answering, it claimed to be the ruler of worlds, the devourer of souls, and a being before whom the weak bow. Honestly, it sounded ridiculous. So I told it that it was very naive. Then I decided to find out why it had appeared and whether it was responsible for my missing gift. It turned out my gift had never disappeared. The creature admitted that it had taken it when our connection was formed. I demanded it back. At first it laughed, unable to believe that a 5-year-old child could order it around. But when I told it to leave, it suddenly became ill. The shadows around it trembled. The creature begged me to stop, but I kept repeating only one thing. I wanted my gift back. Eventually it obeyed. A glowing crystal appeared in its hand. The creature admitted that it thought I was weak and decided to keep it. But it had been mistaken. I took the crystal. Then I asked its name. It was called Anael. I made it swear that it would never betray me, never harm my family, and would serve me until I released it from that oath. It seemed that it had no choice. In the end, it agreed. Anael bowed and disappeared into the shadows. I lay back down. For the first time in several days, I felt calm. Before falling asleep, I noticed him one last time. He sat quietly in the corner, watching as the crystal slowly dissolved into me. And somehow I felt that now he feared me much more than I feared him.